Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, April 19th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I offer myself radical intimacy. Into me see. And today we have a big, brilliant full moon. 29-degree full moon in Libra. 29 degrees is the final degree of the sign. It is a master number, so this definitely has major connotation behind it. Now, one of the things that we have to realize, every full moon has an aspect of relationship going on, and Libra is the sign that represents relationship. So there's definitely relationship as part of this theme, but we cannot forget where the sun is. The sun in Aries, as well as Chiron, currently in Aries, meeting up with Mercury today, is offering us it's offering us the importance of the lesson of I am. And a major lesson for us all came through very simple language for this full moon. You cannot forsake your oneness if you want to be one with the universe. And I was like, holy cow, yes, oh my gosh. That's the thing. So in this full moon energy, there may be a lot up about relationships, and you definitely may feel a lot around relationship in your life at this time. There may be relationships that leave. There may be relationships that come in, but your focus needs to be on your relationship with yourself, because you cannot forsake your oneness if you want to be one with the universe. And that's the thing. What it is about relationship is that we're in relationship with everything that comes into our experience. We are in relationship with the universe. We are in relationship with our cat, with our dog, with our lover, our coworkers, the land that we live on, the sky, the stars. We are in relationship with everything, and it is all trying to show us who we are. This is a call to radical intimacy, into me see, into yourself see, with yourself, this full moon energy. So I have a lot of various octopus arms that I want to go out on, but that is like the crux of this lesson, my feeling is, for this lunar energy. Now, I got there through so many different places. I always love the Sabian symbol. Now, let me just state, a lot of people read the Sabian symbol at the next degree. That is not how I do it. I read it at the degree, and this is just what feels right to me. And I have this conditioning where I have to be true to my soul and what feels right to me. So this is why I do it this way. The Sabian symbol for Libra, 29 degrees. Mankind's vast and enduring effort to reach for knowledge, transferable from generation to generation. This is what got me into like the inner knowing. Everything you need to know from the beginning of time is coded in you. It's coded in your soul, and it's passed down. There's a few phrases that keep, jumping into my head. I love from The Little Prince. Here's my secret, a very simple secret. It's only with the heart that one can see rightly what is essential, is invisible to the eye. From Helen Keller, the best things in life cannot be seen or felt or touched, but must be experienced with the heart, basically. We have every little thing that we need coded within us. Now, this isn't to say that we don't need these things outside of us, but these things that we're in relationship outside of us, they're trying to put us in touch with what is within, so that we can remember ourselves, so we can remember our I am, so we do not forsake our individuality, our oneness, to be part of the collective, because that's not how it works. To be your greatest self within the collective, to be connected in the collective, you must be true to yourself. And resistance is futile, and why we keep coming back around into these bodies, because we keep trying to resist all these things. I'm not that. I'm going to fit in by doing the same thing. This is a call, Aries energy, Sun in Aries, 29 degrees, that radical energy, to be true to ourselves. And the moon in Libra is following suit and saying your ultimate harmony will come when you can find that balance, that harmony in yourself. That harmony in yourself comes when you are one with yourself, when you are true with yourself, when you practice radical intimacy with yourself. And that's one of the things that we have to realize, that as we keep going on, the Sabian symbol for where Aries is, where the sun is in Aries with this, is simple, but I keep getting it a little bit confused in my head. The music of the spheres, which is all about an individual advancing on the path according to the beat of his soul, according to the beat of his heart, according to the inner harmonics that are playing within. And so this is what we need to realize as we move forward from this place, this master level lesson. Can you allow everything in relationship with yourself to be showing you who you are in the best and finest ways, and the shadow ways as well, so that you can come into harmony within yourself? This is the crux for every relationship. And it's very, very, very important. I'm arguing in my head if I should go to places or not. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna leave this here for now and go on to the other important event that's happening in tandem with this. So we have Mercury, which is in Aries. So Mercury, the sign that represents understanding, the mental energy. Mercury conjunct Chiron. So Mercury, the understanding, is working with the wounded healer in Aries, the sign of our I am, the sign where we get in touch with our soul. So Mercury is moving through this with understanding, to know yourself, to love yourself, to find a place of understanding for these places that are wounded within you. What if these wounds are essential? What if these wounds are part of the process? What if these wounds are, again, part of what's showing you who you are? Whether it's these wounds are there because you've hurt yourself in trying to repress yourself, or these wounds are there because others were not yet ready to accept yourself for who you are. Mahalo earthquakes. What are these things? And can you bring yourself understanding through them? And can you know yourself beyond these energies? You cannot forsake your oneness if you want to be one with the universe. And you are one with the universe. So you cannot forsake your oneness. And the resistance is futile. And again, why we keep coming back around? Because eventually we're going to strip ourselves bare to the soul level and be like, oh, that's what it feels like. When you take off your suit or your bra or whatever at the end of the day. That is the that the universe is longing for us all to experience within this. So there is that. So this is interesting. This full moon happens at 4:12 a.m. So the rest of the day is like kind of coming off of that energy. But we have the moon immediately shift after that full moon into Scorpio. And that's one of the keys of Scorpio. That intimacy, the intimacy with the shadow, the intimacy with the light, knowing these parts of yourself that do have this power within you. So utilize the continuing full moon momentum with that Scorpio energy to be intimate with those places within yourself. I also like that the first connection the moon makes is an opposition. Apparently that's what this is. An opposition with Uranus in Taurus. And Taurus is like, oh my God, you are so worthy. You are so gifted. Let me just give you a chance to show you what you can do. And the moon in its intimate space is like, yes, show me myself, show me my gifts, show me my talents. So this is a really powerful day. Your job is the willingness to offer yourself radical intimacy, the willingness to step up into this level of relationship, your willingness to be on that level of oneness, your willingness to even say, okay, I know there may be parts of myself that I'm still suppressing, but I'm willing to start integrating them in. I'm willing to be who I am. I'm willing to show up in that manner. And I guarantee it will affect every relationship in your life. I was debating whether going here, I'm going to go here. Some of you know, I have been working with and through twin flame relationship, which has lots of connotations, and a lot of people have thoughts about that. But I learned this on Path before we were together, and I know this now too, that our greatest coming together energy comes when we are truest to ourselves. So even as this is a very powerful, balancing, healing relationship, the work is a lot of this internal work still of becoming intimate with yourself and knowing yourself and shedding off those wounds and layers and pain. And I know there are so many who are longing for that mirror, that love relationship, and you can have it, but start with yourself peeling off these layers, because it will continue to guide you and lead you right to that. So let me show you my cards, because they're really powerful. And I'm finishing off with a Rumi quote. Guidance. Everything in this universe you are in relationship with, and it's all trying to show you who you are. It's all trying to take you there, into the wholeness of yourself. Your work is to not be in resistance. Your work is to work with what is showing up for you. Look at these cards. You were constantly being guided, and yet we're so resistant, and we cause so many problems for ourselves. Work with this energy to get into your wholeness, to get into your holiness that you are. It's not like you have to work to be there. You are that. But there's a little work to strip off some of the layers that we've put on top. And it's about being intimate. Intimacy, tuning in, going in, listening to these places, being aware when we're off the course and being true to ourselves. We all fall off the course, and that's okay. Come back around. Acknowledge where that is. That's about that Mercury Chiron thing. Acknowledging where we've fallen off the course of being true to ourselves. It's a lesson. It's a good thing. Okay, I took that path. That's not the path. Okay, this is the path. Oh yeah, this is what it feels like when it feels good. So we always have that option. All right, so finishing with, I just posted it on my Instagram, this quote. Humankind is being led along an evolving course through this migration of intelligences, and though we seem to be sleeping, there is an inner wakefulness that directs the dream, and that will eventually startle us back to the truth of who we are. Because I had to ask Rumi, I was like, do you have anything to say for this full moon? And that's what came through. Come back to yourself. Don't let the focus be the outside. It's trying to show you something about in here. What is it trying to show you? If you can tune into that, you're going to release the part of you that forsakes the oneness and come back into that balanced, harmonic feeling, cat sneeze, with the universe. All right, so take a second. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this message. That was really profound for me. Besides that, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. The better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have all of this power. Namaste.